When it comes to our history, Mongolia have a rich history about many type of foods. There are so many countless of foods Mongolia got from the history, but most of them are mainly made by a meat or a milk.
Exactly. The most of Mongolian food consists of meat, flour, and milk. Due to the cold and harsh climate, Mongolians usually eat meat and soup. These foods have been consumed for hundreds of years and the body has adapted to them. Eating meat every day doesn't feel like a heavy meal for us. I would like to mention about the soup. Mongolians call that bitushul. The soup has very few ingredients, but it has a lot of nutrients for the human body. Ingredients are carrot, potato, meat, onion, garlic, rib, black pepper, and salt. First of all, you should knead the dough and roll it. Then chop the all ingredients and put it all together in a bowl and pour water on top. Cover the bowl with rolled dough, place it on a plate, and bake for 20 to 30 minutes.
Mongolian people consume a lot of milk tea and homemade alcohol drinks. Among the drinks, Mongolian salty milk tea is the most important beverage in the countryside. Main recipes of ordinary milk tea are water, tea leaf, salt, and milk of goat, sheep, cow. There are different types of milk teas, such as tea with yellow butter or meat and sheep tail fat, and bone soup, enriched tea, and medicinal plant tea, tea with dumplings. Both is commonly used Mongolian traditional meal today. Mongolians prefer both made of mutton and sheep tail fat, flavored with salt, onion, and sometimes with cumin. Both is the main dish of Mongolian Lunar New Year and commonly served during the holidays and daily in Mongolia. How to make both? There are all ingredients.
First, add all ingredients. Mix until everything is well combined. Mix together the flour, salt, and water. Knead a little harder. Let it to rest for 50 minutes. Then divide into two parts. Cut the dough into 1-inch thick slices and roll the slices into circles. And lightly dust with flour to avoid them sticking to each other. Then put your thumb into the center of dough and gradually pinch. Finally, steam for 50 minutes.
Mongolians, one of the most common traditional food is bantam. Its ingredients are flour, butter, meat, salt, spring onion. And preparation is to prepare a soup with the meat, usually mutton, in the normal way. Put the desired amount of the flour into a bowl. Place 2 or 3 ladles of soup into the cavity in the center of flour. Mix the liquid with a part of the flour and knead or clean the resulting mass into small lumps. Put the lumps and rest of the flour into the soup and boil everything for a little while until the soup is waxy. Lumps will get a little smaller while boiling, but shouldn't disappear completely. This is different to the Western convention and to keep salt and salt completely free lumps. Season to taste with salt and add the spring onion rings and other spices. Then
Oh, I want to ask what type of job is most popular in Mongolia now? Did you research this topic before? I'm talking about it because I think it's very interesting to everyone. Also, I hope it helps to people to choose their profession. I looked up information about the most popular job types in Mongolia nowadays. Some of them: historian, journalist, economist, lawyer, business administration, and political analyst. I wonder why people often choose these jobs. Of course, there was many reasons to choose the jobs to people. But I think maybe these jobs have been fashionable in previous years. So high school kids choose this job profession very much. And maybe the parents affected their children's choices.
In modern times, the profession has become more sophisticated. When the first human beings, there were probably only a couple of jobs: hunter and gatherer. To survive, you would have needed food. To get food, you either had to hunt animals or gather plants or berries. In developed countries, a lot of attention is paid to children's career choices. I once participated in a program called Job World in Korea. That's you choose your favorite profession and then experiment as if you were working in a profession in a specially prepared environment. Of course, it's hard to choose a profession after trying it once, but in some ways, this program is very effective. These stories are very true. That reminds me, I was very confused about my choosing a profession in high school because at the time I didn't know about what was my hobby, my dream, and what I was like it. But I am very happy that there are so many programs and websites coming up to help students choose a profession. If you have a friend or siblings who is going to choose profession, you can recommend these programs.
I wanted to tell you information about the salary range of the highest paying careers in Mongolia. This picture is showing the salary range for people working in Mongolia in law. This is the average monthly salary including housing, transport, and other benefits. Salaries vary drastically between different legal careers. In Mongolia, men earn 8% more than women on average across all career fields. The average salary for legal is 21% more than that of all jobs. Regional sales manager is one of the highest paid jobs. The experience level is the most important factor in determining the salary. Naturally, the more years of experience, the higher your wage. Regional sales manager versus other jobs. The average salary for regional sales manager is 84% more than that of sales, retail, and wholesale. Also, sales, retail, and wholesale salaries are 9% more than those of all jobs.
You all might not agree, but today I would like to talk to you about one very important historical discovery in Mongolia. It is deer stone. Deer stones are ancient megaliths carved with symbols found largely in Siberia and Mongolia. They were made between 1000 and 600 BC. The following three sites can represent the site of Bronze Age cultural complex in Mongolia. First is Deer Stones and Orshgulor. This complex site is located south of Orshig Mountain of Borntaktosom, Hopskul province, occupying approximately 400-hectare area. There are 30 deer stone and big source and slab burials. Second is Hatsumer Valley. There are over 100 deer stone, numerous hirksur, burials, and petroglyphs spread between 45,000 hectare area of Hottemar River Valley, on territory of Single and Iktemar Sums of Arhanga province. This site is considered to be the biggest one that is situated at one river valley. The last one is Jaraflantingam. This site is located 1 kilometer from Hanu River in Onderoltan Sum of Arhanga province, occupying 70.90 hectares area. A group of 30 deer stone statues and number of heroes and slab burials constitute this complex site.
As a human societies began to form and grow, other occupations were required. A village might have needed someone who specialized in taking care of those who were sick. Someone else might have been in charge of creating and maintaining fire.
Mankind has been painting on rocks since the Upper Stone Age. Rock paintings are basically a way to the past, a very valuable painting. There are many places in Mongolia that contain rock paintings. Tifshot is a black mountain that branches to the northeast near the center in Bogotsum of Overhanga province. There are many rock paintings around Tifsh Mountain and many tombs. The petroglyphs of Tifsh Mountain focus on various animals, hunter-gatherers, livestock, and people's lives. Among the animals, deer, ibex, camels, horses are depicted on the rocks. The Bichikti-am petroglyphs are entirely concentrated on a one small rocky mountain of Bichikti-am, Hikbayan Mountain of Bainliksum, Bainhongot province. Men riding horses or camels, cattle and camel herds, as well as hunting signs are common images among these rock arts. Men are illustrated riding horse with or without a saddle.
Mongolian Adidas boots rare findings in Asian tomb. 2 rock tombs with over 19 archaeological findings were found in Myangatsum and in Mongkarkangsum of Gawit province. Ulaunet mountain tomb in Myangatsum was excavated in May